What's up, world? Welcome back to Radical Investors, where we talk about stocks, crypto, NFTs, and all the ways how to make the money. I'm Wasu.
I'm Ahmed.
And today we're talking about Desktop Metal. You know it, our favorite stock here at Radical Investors. It's the stock that's going to make you 100x, and we want to get back into it, do a review of where the stock currently is.
Let's go.
Hey guys, thank you so much for coming back to our channel. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We wanted to do another video on Desktop Metal, our favorite stock here at Radical Investors. The stock is currently sitting at about $1.70, a far low number from where it was when we initially started talking about it, or I should say when the height of when we initially started talking about it. But we are still humongous fans of this company, and we think it is completely undervalued, and it's going to be a stock to watch in the next coming year. So we want to talk about why and where it currently sits right now.
Yeah, guys, right now, man, it's been pounded like a lot of these tech plays and just plays that just aren't seen as, it's just future technology plays, right? So they're all down. But right now, Desktop Metal is sitting at a very, 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 very interesting price because it's so down from the heights, and it's right now sitting around that fair market value of one of the companies they actually acquired last year, which was X1. Now, X1, their whole business model, which is in circulation right now, so companies are actively using their products. It was about doing their standing propulsion system. So basically, it does the sheet metal. It does sheet metal 3D printing, and it's actively being used right now. And if you look at the fair market price that they paid for that company, it's right at where the market value is of Desktop Metal.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy.
Absolutely insane.
It's absolutely insane how much it's dropped. But it's just not the popular play right now, right? Just equities in general. Everybody has shunned away from it. Crypto's got a little uptick right now, but yeah, the equities market is just being completely just attacked. But there's opportunities because with Desktop Metal, one reason we really love them is because they were acquiring all of the small 3D printing companies that had their own niches, right? So we have X1, that's good with the sheet metals. They were developing 3D printed wood to do 3D printed model housing, which is going to be a huge play into the future. I mean, housing is getting that cost of housing down to be more efficient with that is a huge trend line.
Especially in the developing
world.
Yeah.
We had the 3D printed teeth and the dental that Desktop Metal was also working on. So remember, what we really loved about them was they were literally touching every single industry. They had exposure to every single industry, like our other favorite play, DNA, exposure to multiple sectors that make them basically evergreen, and it makes them indestructible, and it keeps them not dependent on one industry, right?
Yeah, and what made us fall in love with Desktop Metal is still the case right now. Nothing has fundamentally changed with the company, right?
No.
Other than the fact
our boy Rick he's still the CEO. He's still there.
So nothing has fundamentally changed. Everything that was there months ago, a year ago, is still here. It's just the part of your journey as a company is you have to deal with market conditions,
right?
And right now, tech and tech adjacent, tech related companies are not doing well, right? Are not doing well. People are risk off, especially in the stock market, and the price is suffering for that, right? They also have they take on a little bit of debt,
which took on some new debt,
which we don't particularly like because it devalues the current holders. But they're in a mode where they're looking to make smart bets during this time. If they play the cards right, I should say, when they play the cards right, I think they're going to come out of this a very, very strong company. Remember, we just got out of the biggest supply chain issue that we've ever had as a country, as in, and when I say as a country, I'm talking about from the US perspective, but also from the European perspective, there was issues. From the African perspective, there's issues. From Latin Americans' perspective, there was issues. So lots of people are starting to kind of break away from having, one country being their kind of manufacturing hub, and they're going to want to be able to produce components to make other type of material, other type of finished products. So at their home base, and you can only do that with 3D printing, and the leading 3D printing company is Desktop Metal. And we believe that they will continue to do this into the future. We believe in Rick. We believe in the team. And right now, it's just about strapping in and dollar cost averaging in as much as possible.
Yeah, and look,
not financial advice.
Not financial advice, but also to look at last year when they had to do that, taking on new debt and loans. Look, that's what you have to. That sometimes as CEOs or founders, you have to make tough decisions in tough times. I mean, if you go back to the 90s when Steve Jobs went back to Apple, he had to take that deal with Microsoft to survive, right? He had to go to his mortal enemy, and ask this guy for money.
Yeah.
Right? Gave them a great return, right? It was like a 3x return. But look at what happened to Apple after that. They survived long enough to get to a point where they could just flip it on everybody. Absolutely. And just take it to new heights. So, sometimes you have to take that long-term horizon and really think about what is the vision of the company that you are invested in, and who are the people behind that, and really keep that vision in mind, because if they are able to execute, sky's is the limits when it comes to returns for us guys.
I think Desktop Metal is a winner. What do you think? Hit that comment section. Let us know what you guys think. Do you think is a winner? Do you think it's time to cut bait? As always, happy hunting. We'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.